Hey friends, welcome to Moxie Gardens. I'm Mike Toomey, and today I stopped by and picked up some butterfly bushes, so I'm excited to add those to the garden. If you know me, I like to stop and off at nurseries and whatnot and pick up what I can. Today I was in, actually I went in for about 6-hour shift. It's my day off, and then I was close enough by the nursery. I was like, you know what, let's go see what we can find. And so I went to my favorite landscape nursery, and that is Suburban. Those of you who have watched this, that Suburban is the one with the golf carts. There's 2 or 3 here in town, but that's my overall favorite. Jump in a golf cart. They've got little carriage packages where you can throw plants and stuff up on it as you travel throughout your journey there to purchase flowers. But anyways, I picked those up and brought them home. So if you're asking what was the point of sharing with you guys the mowing job at the beginning, so I did mow, obviously. Look like a stuffed pig right now, but I mowed up there because I wanted to share with those folks. I get a lot of questions on Instagram and on YouTube about how is it that I mow around those stones. Remember the stone that I put up in the front landscape? Darn near just about, I really don't even feel like I even noticed it at all when I'm mowing and weed eating around there. It's just simple. So my weed eater has about an 8-inch string on it. From one end to the other, it's about 8 inches. So when it spins, it shortens up a little bit. So I have about a 6 to 7 inch width when I'm mowing against those stones itself, and it comes out about this far. And then I just bring my mower back around. So I always weed eat first. That way my mower will kind of blow or pick up, or however it is that the grass and the clippings will get picked up. Or in the hot part of the summer, I won't pick up clippings anymore. I'll kind of let that sit and protect the roots from the hot sun and keep that moisture in. So either way, those clippings get dealt with, but always weed eat first. So hopefully that answered a lot of those questions. That's probably my #1 asked question right now on both channels, so, or both on Instagram and YouTube, about my weed eating, because a lot of people want to do it and want to know how it is to weed eat around there. So very, very easy. Give yourself credit. Just get out there and do it. Sometimes we overthink things and make it more complicated than it needs to be, but I've not even had to move a stone or anything. And if I would have got to that part, I could have moved some stones to kind of block out the grass that would have been coming up through, but haven't even had to do that. So anyways, I brought home some butterfly bushes, like I said, and we're going to add them into a couple parts of the garden behind me. I am praying for rain. We've actually had a decent amount of moisture this year, but anytime I don't have to turn on those sprinklers, the better it off it is. Hopefully we will get some rain later on today, but a couple hours. It says about 7 o'clock, and I sleep the best when we have those late evening showers come through. So anyways, a lot of rambling. Let's get back there and get started planting and share these plants with you. Yeah, let's just get started. So we have these Puckster butterfly bushes. They only get around 2 feet, so 2 feet tall, 2 feet wide. It'll be a great addition. So what I'm planning on, I'll pan you up here, and then we'll come back to identifying some of these plants before we plant them and identify them again, right? So you guys remember this space back here. I have a couple things in here that I want to take out that are not doing well. I don't know if I've overloved them, but we'll get back there and I'll share that with you. But I need to add something back there. And then since I'm here, you see all the green on green on green, and then the yellows. That's why I got these 9 bark back here, because I need to add some purple in there. So I need some different color foliage to kind of break it up. But I think it's gonna work, and today's theme is kind of purple, right? Because I've got a purple sand cherry here that I will be planting up. Come over here, right where that shovel's at. And the purpose for that, and it gets about 10 feet tall. I'm gonna actually say larger. So the tag says 12 or 10, pardon me. But we actually have some in the garden, and they're about 12 foot tall. But I kind of think, what I'm thinking here is that when I walk this pathway here, I want something to come up here and kind of lean over this way, so that I'm walking underneath it to make the garden feel more mature. And then can you imagine the purple playing with all these colors back here? I think it'd be just exciting to kind of pull you through there. But yeah, that will be going there, that sand cherry. Then I'll bring you around here, and then real quick, those 1, 2, 3, 4 purple structures back there. That's the sand cherry that I'm talking about. Easily 12 feet. You can see them up above here. Easily 12 feet. So, and fast. They put on that white bloom early in spring, and that kind of complements the red bud that goes in there with the purple flowers. And then right behind I got that crab apple that puts off pink flowers. So all that together plays out really nice and kind of gets the insects buzzing about the season. So we'll get that planted in there, and that'll be a nice addition. Then I've got another butterfly bush that will pop up there, and then I've got a couple 9-bark that we're going to add in here, and then we'll just pop back there and see if we can add some more color to that. Right here, dead center of the moon gate, is right where that butterfly bush is going to go. It's going to get about 5 feet tall, but I need some more back there, right? So everybody can add a little bit more to their garden. So anyway, let's get back there. So I have this gold mop here. I bet, yeah, see, I can pull it up. I planted this last year. I don't know, guys. I don't know what went wrong, but it's still got some nice roots. It's got some color to it. So I'm just gonna move it to the garden, move it throughout the garden, and see if I can't get it to grow. But I kind of thought maybe, well, was I loving it too much? But then I look at the roots and it's not as wet as I would like. So I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I can tell you it's not there no more. So I'm gonna clean this same hole out a little bit and add this 9-bark in here. I have several, or I purchased 2 of the 9-bark to flank both sides. I'm not sure what happened, but we're moving on. We're gonna add something nice in here. So all I do is I set it in the hole, and then I'll kind of see which direction I want it to go. And since I'm trying to get it to grow back towards the grassy knoll behind me, I'll get it to face that way, its best side. Oh, I think I got it in there nice and tight. I've said it once, I've said it a million times. If you're new to gardening, don't get out there and stomp it. We were probably raised to think that you gotta stomp all the dirt in, compact it. Not the case. You'll hurt your plant more than anything. All right, looking good. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I think that looks good. Let's see, get better advantage there. That looks good. Then you can see the other one's right there. It's just a little bit of a change, but nonetheless, it still works out. Now we're going to go and plant the butterfly bush. Back here with these cone flowers. The only disadvantage to going to work this morning is all the cool air is gone. It is, whew, humid. I don't know if you have humidity where you come from, but it makes things all that much different. These cone flowers that I got in here, I need to get some water on those. I put those in, what was that, Saturday's project, y'all? Saturday, I think. Anyways, I need to get some more water on them. Oh. I'll rough up the feathers. I'll rough up the roots here, kind of wake them up, get them going in directions. I think that's it. I think that's the spot. I'll backfill, and we're done. Which is good because it's hot. Okay, so this plum right here, I think it's going to be a happy addition to this part. You see all that green? I do have a Japanese maple in the back, and then one here on the left-hand side. But there's a lot of green right in this particular space where I'm sharing with you. In due time, that will grow up. I think probably within 2 years, it'll be at its peak height. They grow super fast. Now the left-hand side of the screen is the south, so it's going to tend to grow more towards this creek side, but I'm still going to have plenty of branching that will come to the right side. I will limit up about 5.5 feet, and then I'll let the branches go from there. We'll wait when it starts to really get into its own. I'll probably go up to about 6 foot, but these traditionally get pretty darn tall here in my zone. I did have a good thing. I had probably, I don't know, 20-30 of those to pick from, but you can see I've got one that had 3 stems. There was only about 3 or 4. This was the best looking one out of the bunch, and that's because I really want that structure. I like the bony structure of a tree to kind of be a part of the garden as well. So due time, this will be a lovely addition. I think it's fun right there as it is. We will head back and look at what else we got in the. So this recap won't be hard, right? Because I planted stuff right beside each other. So this is Budley is only going to get about 2 foot tall, 2 foot wide, and then the 9 bark will get about 5 feet. And it's wiry, so it's not real bushy. You can see right back here I have one. It gets a little bit more shade than it would like, but I'm not worried about it at all. You can see here, if I come down this path, you can see the border where it starts to hang. And then you can start to see where the 9 bark kind of reaches out towards that section. Again, to the right of your screen in this current position is the south, so it's going to tend to pull towards the right of your screen, which is the front of that border, which is perfect. Then over here, I mimicked it. I do a lot of echoing in the garden. We put stuff, use the plants over and over and over, and then kind of did this on both sides of this garden bed, where I put 2 over there and 2 here. You can see there's already starting to be life on there. There's bees and stuff, whatnot's growing all around. If I pan in real close, this one has a little bit of a bloom. You can see some down there towards the bottom left of your screen, but they're fun nonetheless. So I've got 4 of them right there, and then right here I have the bigger 9 bark. So again, I just utilize the same plants throughout the garden. And then last but not least is the taller one. It will get about 5 feet tall. Again, I set it up to where it will pull towards my direction, which my back is the south. And it will continue to grow this way. And if any kind of wild stem decides to go towards the path and it gets in my way, I will simply just cut it out of there. And then the sombrero sunflowers, or coneflowers, that are down below, shame on me, they are thirsty. I did not know that. I hadn't watered them, so I think I watered them when I planted them. I'm pretty good at that, but nonetheless, it's good to share with you the good and the bad. So I'm gonna get some water on these things. I'm gonna get in and get me some iced tea and kind of just get out of the way of the sun. I'm a sweet tea kind of guy. What are you? You have a preference, sweet tea or plain tea? Anyways, we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care of yourselves. We'll just continue to fight the heat. Bye-bye now.